The amount of dirty looks that you get in the street, where's that coming from? These people don't know you. These people have never come into contact with you. These people do not know what you're like as a human. Where's that coming from? Where's them judgments coming from? Where's them assumptions coming from? It's coming from a story. It's coming from the ego. It's coming from conditioning. It's coming from programming. The more people that are stuck in thought, the more people that are stuck in the ego, then the more you'll come into contact with them kind of entities. You could be walking down the street, you could be seeing cars going past, and people will have an assumption. People will have a judgment. Where's that coming from? Where are them thoughts coming from? It's coming from conditioning. It's coming from, none of it is real. It's coming from programming. The more people detach from the mind and body, the more free people are. The more people are connected to mind, the more people that are connected to the story, the more people that are connected to the ego, the more suffering there is in that person's life. You will only ever suffer because of the thoughts in your head. I could be walking down this street now and people could walk towards me. They have an assumption. They have a belief because of a story, because of conditioning, because of programming. They see someone with yellow shoes on. This is how fucked up people are. They see somebody with yellow shoes on, instantly they make an assumption of guy with yellow shoes on. That I don't like a guy with yellow shoes on. I think guy with yellow shoes on is a weird fucker. Where's that coming from? That is coming from a story. That is coming from conditioning. That is coming from a program that's playing out in the mind. That program isn't real. That program is a collection of stories that becomes your ego. What mummy told you, what daddy told you, what your friends have told you, what your neighbours have told you. None of it is real. None of it has been real, none of it can be real. If you detach from the mind, then in that emptiness, in that empty space of mind, is who everybody is. Nobody is different. We are all the same consciousness. We are all the same witnesser. The only thing that will see different are the thoughts in your head. Is the ego. Is the conditioning. Is the programming. There is nothing there behind thought. Everybody's walking around thinking they're the mind. Everybody's walking around thinking they're the body. When nobody is. And that's why there's so much divide. That's why there's so much separation. Because people identify. People identify with the mind. People identify with the story. People identify with the conditioning, with the programming. If you was born in any different environment, you'd believe something totally different. It's only because you're so connected to the mind that you believe everything that the mind generates. There is no separation between you and the mind. You don't see separation between you, the mind, and the body. When there is a total separation from the mind and body. The more you will shoot, I could go up to these guys here and I could have an instant assumption. Two guys together are going to cave my head in. Where is that coming from? That is coming from a story. That is coming from something that happened in the past. That is coming from conditioning. If you you can change your whole world. You can change everything about your reality by changing your assumptions about the world in every moment. Because all the assumptions are, all the mind is conditioning. All the mind is programming. Everybody has got a different set of programming. Everybody has got a different set of conditioning because of where they were brought up, because of what they were subject to as a child. Everybody is different. So everybody will assume something different in every moment. Somebody might assume that women in red cars are dangerous. Somebody else will assume women in red cars are the most beautiful people in the world because my grandma used to drive a red car. Do you understand what I'm saying? The more you assume, the more further down the path into ego you are. The more further down the path into ego you are, the more detached from oneness you are. The more detached from oneness you are, the more separate you are from everyone, not just yourself, but everybody. The more separate you are from everybody, the more thoughts are processing in your mind. The more thoughts are processing in your mind, the more suffering there is. Your suffering will end at the end of thought. There is no suffering without thought. You will only ever suffer because of the thoughts in your head. Your suffering will end at the end of thought. What did Jesus say? You have to die to your ego to be reborn. What are you dying to? You're dying to the story. You're dying to conditioning. You're dying to programming. You're dying to the ego. You're dying to any belief in personhood. You're dying to any belief that you are the body. You're dying to any belief that you are the mind. When you're in that state, you've transcended this world. That is liberation. That is what everyone's trying to achieve. Maybe not in this lifetime, but in lifetimes to come, everybody will be this. Everybody will feel this. Your purpose in this life is to detach from the body and mind. If you're listening to this message, then you're one of the lucky people that are on that journey, because the majority of people are stuck in assumptions. The majority of people are stuck in ego, are stuck in the mind, stuck in thinking of the body, and nobody is. Nobody's that. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Namaste.